We are talking about the new cards, and no shot, it's not working now that I went live. Okay. Cool, we'll cut that out. No worries. I'm not tripping on that, I guess. What the I literally don't understand why it's not playing. Hide when slideshow is done. Let's loop that shit. Ah, there we go. We're gonna start with just this beautiful artwork here. Happy they're going in this direction. I think it's bright. I like the red. I think it's fucking gorgeous. Yeah. We gotta restart. We are, and I'm gonna edit it after this. My stream is frozen? Oh, I have to leave it open. There we go. Where do I do that? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Alright. So, what I thought we would first talk about is the new Flesh and Blood art. I just think it's absolutely amazing. I like the direction it's going. I think it's a lot more dark and gritty. I don't know about you guys. Yes. I think Flesh and Blood, like, you know, that's kind of what got me into the game was Arcane Rising. It was very like evil feeling. It didn't look like it was a card game for kids, first of all, and it's not like Pokemon or anything like that. It's like I feel like the base for the game is adults, but anyways, yeah, I did maybe skip that. I do have Jonah Overholt and Matthew Vore, ProQuest winner, in the channel today. Yeah, we're kind of new to this, so don't mind us. We don't need introductions. Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. Anyways, we're gonna talk about the first card, Channel of the Bleak Expanse. It says, heroes can't reveal cards, search decks, or draw cards from effects. It is an ice card, so I really think all of the ice heroes are going to want to be playing this. It is basically the same thing as Channel Lake Frigid, where you got to pitch for it, so you're probably not going to want to have both on the field, so you're going to be able to pitch stack those effects to keep control of the game, I think. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's based on your cards hitting, but off a mask. No, so you wouldn't be able to draw off a mask. Correct. No, well, correct. Yeah. Well, you can still trigger Katsu because what you're doing is you're banishing. So you can banish and play that card. You're not drawing it. The mask effect. Oh, search. Yeah, yep. Okay, this card is a little more strong than thought. It's definitely a sideboard card, though, right? Like, um, mhm. Well, I also think the most like important text too is the reveal cards. So if you're playing into Lexi as well, like she's not fusing her arrows anymore, and let's be real, Bravo's not going to be around for this card to be that important. No, yeah, you're not wronging. Well, the interesting thing is too is we haven't seen all of the cards in this next set, so it might be really good into the new ninja, the new illusionist if they have to reveal as well. That's just something we're just gonna have to find out soon. And I personally think that the new Fae, the new ninja, is going to have reveal on hit effects for her him or her attack action cards. I don't know. I really have been thinking about Faye a lot, and I feel like it only makes sense for a Flame Ninja to have perhaps like if the cards hit your opponent's next blocks and or next attacks are gonna have like reduced block or reduced attack for the next turn, having like a burning effect. But I guess we'll see. Mm-hmm. Like dot. Yes. Mm-hmm. Burn aura. I think if they do that and they introduce a necromancer, that'd be super cool. Like you take your health down. I mean, this is talking about a totally different design, like you said, design space, but I don't know. Um, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Did you want to say anything else about the card, Jonah, before we go to the next one? Yeah, I mean, I think it would be really, really cool playing it into Dory, where they, where they get to. What card is that? Is it not Glint? Well, Glint. There is Glint. Yeah, Stinging Seal Blade, and I don't know. That would just be so crazy. There's so many opportunities for this card. Yeah, yeah, Chains of Eminence. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think what this card is going to be trying to do is stop big turns and then also let them have like mediocre turns if you're playing against those cards that want to reveal and draw and be able to search their deck. Like, like set up decks and stuff that allow them to go play an aura, search their deck, set up turns. Like, this is a hard counter to it. First of all, you're going to have it in your arsenal to be able to play it in the first place, but like even if you can get it out onto the field and arsenal like a winner's bite, like you're just creating mediocre turns for the enemy player. All right, let's move to the next card. Frost Hex. This card is straight filth, in my personal opinion. Um, I did hear in a podcast that everybody thinks there's going to be a generic card that comes out that's going to be able to let all heroes get rid of affliction auras, kind of like Scour for Kano. I kind of agree with that if these cards are coming out like this, but man, what a combo card. Mm-hmm. Or turn one Genesis. No. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rune blades have auras now with that incantation. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I really I do agree. It'd be really interesting if, like we said, the flame auras and whatnot, like you can stop these dot damages. Um, I don't know. I mm, yeah. This card makes me think Icelander is going to be a hybrid mage. Like I'm going to see Frostfangs. We're going to see what is it called? You guys, Chill to the Bone, the Ice Quake with, just on hits of Frostbites as well. And then you're probably gonna try and save your non attack ice action cards to give Frostbites as well. So it's just like never ending chain of these Frostbites that you want to do, but it's gonna be so hybridy. Or no, yeah, none. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, no. I don't know, Jonah. I actually had a question for you. You've been dabbling with Kano a lot. With that huge hit you guys took with no snapback, no Aether Wildfire, you would have to assume that Icelander is going to get some generic wizard cards. Is it Stir? Yeah, Aether's the new one. Yeah, but still, like that's a huge hit, and then you almost have to wonder, is something going to be coming in this new set that Kano's going to be getting? And do we think it is going to be an attack action card that will buff your next arcane damage? Like, I don't know. That's no more snapback at instant speed. Yeah. It is. We can pull it up, but from my understanding, I thought Stir was gone altogether. It makes sense, but 3 turns.
When we agreed to be roommates, we said no romantic involvements.
Son, your mother and I...
My
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just it's kind of interesting. I get why they did it in Blitz now that you said it's Blitz because 3 turns is such a quick game and it's such a combo deck. But at the same time, it's like maybe they're doing it in lieu of this new set coming out. Um, I think Matthew did make a lot of good points though. Having to say that this card, you don't want to just play this card, right? So yes, yeah, yeah. We could definitely see a super heavy control Icelander in the future, which is going to be like Oldhim, and I hope they come out with more just ice cards so these other decks can have some changes too. Um, you guys want to move to the next card? All right, so we got Cold Snap, which is a common. It does it's basically it reminds me of Winter's Bite, but just way better. For what the new set is bringing, target a hero may pay 1 pitch if they don't freeze a card in their arsenal or an ally they control until the start of the next turn. And if a Cold Snap is played from arsenal, draw a card, go again. That is huge. I think that the skill ceiling for this card is going to be like when to play it at the right times because you never know what's in somebody's arsenals. It's also giving him a frostbite. There's just so many other skill lines or the lines. Yeah, correct. Yes, correct. But I guess I'm mostly talking about Icelander because it feels like these are triggered towards her, but it's also pretty good into like imagine Lexi playing this, right? Flip it over, give the enemy a frostbite, and then you play it out, and they're gonna have to pay one. And if they have a defense reaction, you already got rid of a card from their hand, right? I don't know. There's just so many different ways you can, and it's a common. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. What? The only way I see this being played in Oldhim is we're gonna have to see how effective these allies really are. I mean, realistically, right? That dragon alone seems pretty menacing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of also a little crazy. I don't know, but how this does work. But let's say they don't pay one. This is just an instance, right? Because we have seen a lot more people play reinforce the line, and it's an instant. And say that's an Arsenal, they don't pay the one. They're not going to be able to instant it out if it's frozen, and then you play a CNC and they have defense reactions in their hands because who knows with the way the meta is going to come and change. And I feel like reinforce the line is so strong with the way dominates have been working. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this play space. I also love the card art. Somebody had mentioned it reminds them of Game of Thrones. 100% looks like Game of Thrones. But I do agree. I was just going to say, I agree with you guys 100%. I just think we're seeing the game get a lot more... I'm going to use the word design space, as Matthew said before, because these card texts, they're getting a lot more descriptive, and you're going to be able to have a lot of different... You get to change the way you're going to really play the game with the way these new cards are labeled. So, like, you're going to be able to play control 3 different ways. So you want to play heavy defense reactions, or you want to play a lot of cards that making the enemy team or the enemy pay a lot. Like, I can't imagine playing these and winter bites and just completely just trying to make your enemy lose his whole hand without even playing cards and just swinging a hammer at the end of your turn. I don't know. It's almost like intimidates for our heroes. Mm-hmm. Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I was like really leaning. I guess what I've been really thinking about with her and like what she wants to do, and it's so powerful because you're giving the enemy team abysmal turns, right? They have so many frostbites; they only get to do one thing, and you still have your full hand, and you possibly are able to give them another frostbite to just even stop their turns even more. Uh, yeah, she's gonna be scary. Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. Um, Same. Yeah. I've been wondering that too, and I did name this hot takes. I mean, you're allowed to throw out whatever crazy ideas you have, and this is probably my craziest idea that I've actually like thought about. And if I'm right about this, I'm actually going to be really happy. I think there's going to be a legendary generic weapon, and I think it's probably going to be something like two go again, but I think it's going to be for those decks. If we do get a old Cheyenne, I mean, or Genis or what or whatever, but if we get a legendary weapon that's for every class that is just like one pitch to go again, that's going to open up the space for all the decks completely. Um, because that's just going to be inherently strong in general instead of having to be stuck behind your class weapons. Like you can change your deck the way you want a little bit more. Um, I'm not saying it just has to be two go again, but I think it would be awesome if they came out with like just a set of weapons that every hero could use. Yeah, yeah. Y- mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Uh, thanks, Youngunga. Is um, yeah, it's because we're mostly just listening to the one and only Matt. Uh, but it's not picking up Matt's voice. You're saying? Yeah, I sure hope it is too. Huh? Why would it not be picking up Matthew's voice? It should be picking up all my desktop audio. Talk one more time. Jonah talk. Oh yeah. It's not picking up either one of you, eh? Hmm. Yeah, just a little bit. I wonder if it has something to do with, that is so unfortunate. We were actually just jamming out, talking the entire time. Um, indeed. Well, I'm happy we're actually talking about it, though, like, regardless. I wonder if it has something to do with my settings in Discord in general. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Let me. Well, it's probably gonna look like I'm a fucking crazy person, literally just talking to myself, and you guys, or you have Jonah just sitting there. Let's see here. Diagnostic audio recording. Hmm. This is literally so embarrassing. True. Would it be under, what would it be under? We'll be back.